Hey, this is a video just to explain the very basics of the One Piece card game. So if you already know how to play, this isn't for you. This is for someone who's like watching or curious about it at all and they want to start. I guess that's pretty much how I'm going to go. So I'm going to start breaking down each card type. We'll start with a leader. Now, move that real quick out of the way. There we go. So leaders are your main focus of your deck, and whatever you want to work on, what they do, and hopefully kind of build around them, see a character you like, and build from there. Now, up in this corner, we have the leader's power value. So this is how much damage they deal and how much you need to climb over to hurt them. Right here, this is the attribute type. There's not a whole lot in the game at this current point as of 2025 to make it a lot of difference, but there are cards that help there. Strike, for this example. Now this right here, this is your leader's life, and also the colors that your leader is. Now I have a reference to go side by side, so just so you know, they're not all exactly the same. Same character, well, life totals, you see they're different. However, Robin here is 2 colors where Buggy is 1. Also dictated here in this corner. I'll get to that in just a second. So down here, this little L signifies that they are a leader, and the star means it has an alternative art. So there's a regular one too, but if you want it to look better or just want to make it look fancy, you can go for these cards too. Down here's this block number. I'll get to that more in a second. Now, again, title leader, so you know, you can see the card frame. Nico, Robin, and what type they are. So like, she has Straw Hat Crew, where Buggy over here will have a Cross Guild and 4 Emperors. It ties in the cards that directly support the character and ones that you can't just put. Let's say a purple card is really good in this deck and in this deck, but if it's specifically for a Straw Hat card, that means only Robin can use it, where another purple leader can't. Anyway, this colored thing right here, this is just another alternative art thing. You can see it's yellow and blue. There are several 6 colors in One Piece. You got yellow, black, red, green, purple, and blue. One thing, how you know a leader, if you're, again, all looks overwhelming and stuff, to just look at the, instead of just seeing the leader, the card stock on leaders are red, where the average card stock of a card is blue, and Dawn on the back is white. So if you're cycling through bulk or whatever, if you just look at the back of them, it'll probably help save some time. Now we're going to get to, let's see, we'll start with a character card. Now characters, this is the character's cost. So how much it takes for them to attack. Oh, I mean, how much Dawn it takes to play the character. So it has 5, so it's going to take 5 of these by turning them sideways. I'll get to Dawn in a second. Well, lastly, again, the character's power. So they're both tied for power. In that certain circumstance, that means that they will actually, if I attack with Nami into Robin, I will actually do damage. Ties go to the aggressor in this game. So what's mainly different about this character card in a leader one is they have cost and they have this little counter in hand. So a counter is cards you can use reactively in your hand. So you can discard it for the character gain an extra 1,000 power. Trigger is also something in the game where, if you're familiar with Card Fight Vanguard, I guess is a good reference for that. The trigger plays off of when you take damage off the top of your thing, or like a prize card in Pokemon. Again, block number, so I didn't touch that in a second. So that's pretty much what area the deck came out, or the set for the card or whatever. So the Robin has a 3 where the Tsunami has a 2. That means it's in a different block. So there's a rotating format, and you can figure out what cycle of card it is in by just a quick glance at the bottom of the thing. So see how it has Egghead and Straw Hat Crew? Again, that just implies that I can play Egghead cards and Straw Hat cards to support this one. Another one. The only difference here I want to show you for comparison is, get rid of that glare. Nami's cost 5, where Soul costs 3. And this is a keyword. So pretty much refer to keywords with this ability. The character will have that ability there. O'Hara Giant Navy type, where I can't use Straw Hat cards for him. Now to pull it from a different thing, but to not run in the deck. Stage cards. So stage cards are pretty much like an enchantment that stays around, if you're familiar with Magic at all, or field spell in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or if this again is your first card game, this would just be something that you'd play, and think about it like an environment your characters are in. This card isn't going to go anywhere. They don't have any way to deal with stages yet in this card game. I don't know if they will. And then they're all One Piece cards are bracketed to have clauses and when you can use the effect, which is really nice for someone starting out the game. Let me try to get, there we go. So like act main and the end of the turn. So this would be anytime during your main, and this would be at the end of your turn. Again, a keyword ability. They're typically, there's a reminder text of what they do, and this effect activates when attacking. The bold card of the effect means your this is the cost for the card. And lastly, I'll explain Dawn. And this is what actually was my favorite part of the card game. Each card, each Dawn will have a ability to play reactively and proactively, which is cool. So this would cost 3 Dawn, but let's say I have 4 Dawn and I can only play a 3 cost. What happens? Well, it's cool because you'll have 1 left over, and if you can't play anything that costs a 1, you can also just give it to a character, and then this character now will have 6,000 power on your turn. So 5 plus 1 is 6,000. Anyway, this One Piece is that's the very basics of breaking down the game and what it has to offer. One Piece has 50 cards in your deck, so along with the colors, it has to be colors that your leader shares. So it's going to be a yellow-purple deck that I'm playing because I'm playing Robin. I can't play a green or black card or something like that in here. So I'm going to make another video explaining it through a perspective of a Magic player. So if you're moving from Magic to this, you can kind of see, I want to say it's a little more, you can have a little more creativity building decks and stuff like that. Otherwise, I just pick up a structure deck and just start playing. I picked up this Luffy deck not too long ago, the structure one, and it does pretty good out of the box by itself. Could use a little better work, but for starting the game, it's an amazing point to get in. If there's any questions or stuff like that, please let me know. All right, that's it. Thanks.